You're about to experience a muddy boot production. Today on Wardens.
So what we're watching for is to ensure that people are catching only one fish.
Could I check licenses today, please? You have the right to remain silent.
Whether he catches a fish or not, he's in violation.
Everybody's gonna make mistakes.
Come over here and talk to me for a second.
Because you can't get up there.
Is there going to be a traffic jam if I let him go through?
We're already looking at traffic jam. We're trying to get people through.
I'll tell you right now, no more dope smoking here, okay?
You know what you did wrong? Should be 4 shooting hours.
Here we go. You want to go to jail, Jay?
The way the fishery's set up, it's on a quota system for this Yellowstone drainage. It's a 1,000 fish quota for the season. Person's allowed to catch one paddlefish. They have a little yellow numbered tag. Basically, when you catch your fish, you're allowed to catch that one, much like a big game tag.
15 miles north of Glendive, Montana, Operation Caviar is underway. It's here at the intake fishing site on this part of the mighty Yellowstone River, where one could say the fishing is pretty darn good. Region 7 Captain Mike Moore leads this operation as the paddlefish quota for the season is nearing its limit. He's been with Montana's Fish, Wildlife, and Parks Law Enforcement Division for 21 years.
So what we're watching for is to ensure that people are catching only one fish. Sometimes it's a little tempting when the fish are in there really good to catch a small one and then, maybe not tag it up in the hopes of catching a bigger one.
Captain Moore keeps an eye on things from a distance, while Warden Steve Marks launches a jet boat and is headed downstream to check for fishermen using boats in any of the deeper holes.
Yeah, this is a spot here that we get paddle fishermen in quite a bit. It's a pretty remote spot. There's a deep hole here, kind of a back eddy, and paddlefish really like to sit here. There can be probably 30 foot of water here at high water, so it's a pretty good spot for them to rest. Nobody in here today, though. We'll kick it up here a little bit and get to the end of the slough where it dumps in and see if anybody's fishing there.
The other thing we'll ensure too is we'll do spot checks to make sure that people do have proper licenses, the proper tag, and their own tag, because sometimes you'll see somebody catch a fish and put a tag on it, but until you actually physically check that tag, you don't know for certain if it's that guy's tag or his buddies or somebody that didn't even make the trip.
Maybe kind of walk up, kind of do a spot check for licenses. Hi, fellas.
Hello.
Could I check licenses today, please? You guys knew what I was coming after, huh?
Oh, yeah. What else?
Same old, same old. You guys hooked any fish yet today, or?
He's not fishing. He's running rigging for me.
Okay.
I got mine laying there. He said he's rigging.
Okay. Just need to see your tag number, Vernon. Should have 2376. All right, perfect.
We keep track of who's caught what, and if we happen to see that guy fishing again, whether he catches a fish or not, he's in violation.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. You?
Not bad. Found a fish, huh?
You want the license?
You betcha. Check it out today.
I got it in my pocket.
Okay, which one is your son?
This little fishery here is we've trying to stretch opportunity as much as possible. We've broken the week up into catch and release days and harvest days. Obviously today is a harvest day, as it will be tomorrow. Wednesday and Thursdays will be catch and release days. Anybody with a valid license, whether you caught a fish or not, can fish for paddlefish at this site here. They have to let everything go that they catch, but if the fishing's good and your arms can take it, a guy can catch a whale, a lot of fish in a day.
Okay, try to check them out.
Catch and release will go on after the season. If the quota's met, they'll still continue with the catch and release for 2 additional weeks after the season closes for harvest.
Alrighty.
While Steve Marks works the eastern shore, Warden Randy Hudsonbiller is investigating a tip from an undercover warden and is possibly looking for an angler with a violation.
Say, can I visit with you for a little bit? You bet. Go over here by my truck.
Coming up next.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Along the shores of the Yellowstone River in eastern Montana, Warden Randy Hudsonbiller makes contact with an angler suspected of a paddlefish tagging violation.
Can I visit with you for a little bit? You bet. Go over here by my truck. Just need to ask you a few questions. Where do you have your fish at?
In the cooler.
Okay. I received some information from a couple undercover game wardens we had working the beach down here.
Okay.
So I just want to ask you a couple questions regarding that information, if you don't mind.
Whatever.
I appreciate it.
Warden Randy Hudsonbiller has been with the Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks Law Enforcement Division for 2 years and works in Region 7.
A couple things, Brian, before I ask you any questions, let me make you aware of a couple things. First of all, I'll be recording our conversation.
Okay. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Okay. And secondly, let me make you aware of your Miranda rights. Okay, I don't know if you've ever heard these before, but I have you in my truck here, that kind of stuff, so
Okay.
you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Okay.
You have the right to talk to an attorney and have an attorney present while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you free of any cost to you. You can decide at any time to not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand these rights? Okay. You want to speak with me?
Yeah, I'll talk with you.
Okay. Let's talk about your paddlefish tag.
Okay.
Okay. I got information that your paddlefish tag was closed.
Yeah, it was.
The suspect admits that his tag was physically closed prior to catching his paddlefish. After questioning this angler, Warden Hudsonbiller takes him back to his vehicle to inspect the fish and the tag. After a lengthy discussion, Warden Hudsonbiller determines the story is legitimate and only issues a warning.
The best course of action is just call me up or call up your local game warden in Baker or Todd Enders there and say, hey, God dang, I screwed up. You know, that's hunting, that's fishing. Everybody's gonna make mistakes, and good enough, guys. Thank you much. Thanks, Brian.
You have a good evening.
You bet. What I did is I visited with his tagging issue that he had, asked him a few questions, and the intent wasn't there for him to get away with anything. So I issued a written warning and explained to them in the future, kind of an educational thing here to prevent it from happening again. So everybody's gonna make mistakes and we can sort it out from there.
380 miles to the west on the Sun River Wildlife Management Area near Augusta, Montana, Warden Dave Holland is preparing for opening day. A madhouse for antler enthusiasts. This particular game range is known as a great wintering area for approximately 2,500 head of Rocky Mountain elk. Anxious outdoor enthusiasts parked their vehicles on the road several days before the opener to be in the front of the line as the gate opens in hopes of finding the monster shed antlers.
It's the day before the opener of the game range. It's Friday night. Traditionally, a lot of people start showing up here the night before to camp. Our main mission tonight is basically going to be people management. The game range is still closed till tomorrow at noon. So basically trying to keep people on the county road, keep the people from building a lot of fires. We don't want a bunch of fire rings, keep them from littering, and keep them from basically getting out of hand or partying too hard.
Warden Dave Holland has been with the Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks Law Enforcement Division for 8 years and works in Region 4.
Here's one right here. Elk probably came through the trees here and it got knocked off, or you never know when these things are going to shed, but this is a prime example of what people are going to find here in the next couple days. It's actually a really fun outdoor, another recreational opportunity. A lot of families come up with their kids. Some people are very avid antler hunters. It's their sport. I've talked to people who actually don't even hunt very much anymore, but their hunting is picking sheds up. In Montana, you don't need a hunting license to pick sheds up or to possess them. You can pick them up year-round. There's no season on them. The only thing we have a concern with is on our wildlife management areas that they're closed during the winter months from December 1st to May 15th for the protection of wildlife. So we really don't want people coming in to pick these things up on the game range when the game ranges are closed. But when we open them, you don't need a license. You can pick up as many as you want. So that's what they're going to be looking for tomorrow. So some lucky person will come walking through here and probably pick that antler up.
When we return, things heat up and the smoke starts to fly.
There's an older gentleman right here.
Hey, come over here and talk to me for a second. Come here. I'll tell you right now, no more.
Located on the eastern slope of the Rocky Mountain front, just outside the Bob Marshall Wilderness area, Augusta, Montana is normally a quiet little town. May 15th is the opener of the Sun River Wildlife Management Area, and for Warden Dave Holland, the days leading up can be quite hectic, with people management and crowd safety his primary concerns.
This game range was purchased by the state of Montana in 1948. By the Fish and Game Commission, and it was purchased with hunting and fishing license dollars and federal matching taxes from the Pittman-Robertson Fund. The agency was able to pick up 20,000 acres. It goes from the Rocky Mountain front in the mountains all the way out onto the plains. And we closed the game range from December 1st till the following spring, May 15th, which is tomorrow.
When can I actually park in front of this gate?
We'll be here. Well, what's going to happen tomorrow is there'll be a fish and game rig right there.
Yep.
And what we'll do is we'll tell you, fall in behind that.
Then I can just pull out and pull in line.
Yeah, and then you'll pull in behind the fish and game rig.
Yep.
And then we'll start it.
Start the sequence of.
Yeah, and then he'll set the pace, and when he gets to that, there's a turn that goes to our buildings up there. They'll peel off, and you'll be in front. And it's a public safety issue. We don't want. But there'll be people that will drive up here, glass, and then leave.
Yeah, we know that.
As the sun sets over the Sawtooth Ridge, Warden Holland continues to patrol well into the night.
There was some minor stuff up here, asking people to where to park, not to go off the road. These guys here are getting ready to have a fire, but they get a barrel, so they're good. It's actually a pretty mellow crowd here. I mean, we got a couple people, but a lot of people are hitting hay already.
At 1 a.m., Warden Holland turns in for the evening, knowing opening day will present a multitude of challenges. The Sun River Wildlife Management Area will officially open at noon with a crowd of over 500 people. Additional wardens will be on site helping to manage the crowd.
So our plan today is we're basically in people management mode. We're going to be making sure people stay on the road, keep the travel lane of the road open in case we have any medical emergencies up here, crowd control, horse control. Here in about a half hour, we're going to meet up with the rest of the wardens and the rest of the Fish and Game or FWP staff.
Warden Quinn Kuka leads the way up the road towards the gate and comes across a truck that is blocking the path.
Yeah, let's move him along.
Do you want him to go back? What do you want me to do with him?
Hold on, I'll be right up. We're gonna move him along. So yeah, this is, we gotta be able to get ambulances through here. Hey guys, do you own this? Any of you guys own this? Hi, Montana Game Warden. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you to move this right now, okay?
No problem.
The reason is we have to keep this lane of traffic open in case we have to get an ambulance up through here. So yeah, if you could, that'd be great. Come over here and talk to me for a second. Come here. I'll tell you right now, no more dope smoking here, okay? I can smell the marijuana in there.
All right.
How much marijuana do you have in there?
I just, a couple of joints is all.
Okay. Is that all you have in there?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, this is a family event.
Okay.
I don't want people using drugs out here, okay?
I'm sure. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll put it out.
I mean,
won't light it again.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what you're doing in there.
I know.
Okay? So let's get this moved right now, okay? Yeah, can you just, the reason we have to keep this open for a ambulance to get through, okay? Looks like you got a sleeper in there. So yeah, that's a prime example of what.
Okay.
So what we're going to do all day is just move up and down the road here. This is actually not even the beginning of it. We'll patrol the road, keeping this lane of traffic open.
Okay.
All day long, because what'll happen is these horses will start showing up and getting bucked off.
Okay.
And if we have to get an ambulance up through here, so we'll wait for this guy. We'll push him forward and turn him around and get him back.
Okay.
Or if he can parallel park off the road. That's exactly what we're trying to keep this lane of traffic open. I could smell the marijuana inside that RV, but unfortunately, in the state of Montana, they don't give us the statutory authority to arrest people for drugs. What I usually do when I encounter something like that, tell them I know what they're doing, tell them to stop doing it. You know, unfortunately, and we run into drugs and alcohol, out here in the course of our duties, but by statute, game wardens can't arrest for that. So we just basically tell them to stop doing it and carry on. So Quinn and I are heading farther up to the parking lot here. We're gonna keep this lane of traffic open. It's gonna be a long day. We're just after 8 o'clock.
That's right, the day has just begun, and when we return, the rodeo is about to begin. Antler enthusiasts have parked along the road for days in anticipation of officials opening the gate of the Sun River Wildlife Management Area west of Augusta, Montana. Warden Dave Holland manages the crowd near the gate, while Warden Quinn Kuka directs traffic and Warden Joe Cambick assists with parking and crowd management.
Because you can't get up there, the traffic will, you can't come back down, there's no double parking or nothing, so that's your only parking spot.
All right. So there's not going to be an issue blocking or anything?
No, I'm not blocking him. He's not moving. So I knew that Thursday night. So
Okay, sounds good.
Is there going to be a traffic jam if I let him go through?
We're already looking to traffic jam. We're trying to get people through. How much stuff does he got?
Oh, he's got some coolers and stuff. Yeah, he's got a lot, so. Let me know when you're clear and I'll send him, okay?
Yeah, 10-4, that sounds good. As soon as we get down the road, I'll let you know, and you can probably send him as soon as we get down there.
Okay, thanks, Joe.
how's it going, guys?
Good, how are you?
Warden Holland continues to answer questions and maintain control near the game range entrance.
We won't be allowing ATVs to just cut in line.
No, we gotta line up behind all the
vehicles. And that's an older ATV. Is it registered?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent, perfect. Yeah, we want to contact the ATVs ahead of time just to let them know, because some guys will come up here and wait, and we just want to let them know that they won't be able to go until.
The countdown to noon has begun, and these eager shed antler hunters are ready to go.
Yeah, you too.
Basically, there it is. That was what everybody's waiting for. game range is open. We had a kid get bucked off right out the bat going through the gate, but he looked like he didn't get hurt. So now what we're going to do is get everybody in there. We're going to jump in our rigs, and then we're just going to patrol the game range, making sure people are not driving off road, and that there's nobody fighting over antlers. And yeah, it's amazing. All this for shed antlers. And but overall, I think it was a good opener. Nobody at this point has got hurt, and we haven't had any major law enforcement issues. We did a lot of PR, a lot of talking, you know, explaining the rules to people, and everybody was pretty compliant. So it was a good opener, in my opinion.
Next week on Wardens.
Barber did.
Like, I ain't stupid.
I was gonna let him keep his hands on his head. I thought it was kind of funny.
I don't think he liked his truck ride.
Find us on Facebook.
Yeah, but if he wanted to, we sure could have danced in the sand for a little bit too, so no problems there.
That sucks. Here, look at my better half.
How much marijuana do you have in there?
I just got the joints as well.
Okay. Unfortunately, the state of Montana, they don't give us the statutory authority to arrest people for drugs.